last week we ranked the 10 remaining undefeated teams in the NFL. That 10 teams has been whittled down to 6. So now, real quickly, to close out this week's episode, we're just going to give our take, respectively, of who we believe will be the last undefeated team standing in the NFL. So, Kevin, I have a feeling I know who you're going to say, so I'm going to start things off with you. Who do you think will be the last of the 6 unbeatens? And I apologize, Kevin, just for those who may not know who those teams are. I'll just say them quickly. You got the Chargers, 49ers, Colts, Eagles, Bills, and the Buccaneers.
I'm probably going to say the Buffalo Bills because the Eagles play the Buccaneers and the Chargers. So 3 of us all can't be undefeated. So that's going to be a tassel. And then if I'm going to go Bills, if not Bills, it's going to be the Niners. We talked about them having the easiest schedule in the world. So they should be the last undefeated team. Some of us have to play good teams, and some of us get to play Casumas River 4 times a year. So those would be my 2 teams. Of course, I want to say the Eagles, but I'm being realistic. So I would love for us to be the last team undefeated. But like I said, there are some teams like the Bills that get to play in their division that stinks. And then your guys' is easy schedule. So I would go Bills, Niners. But of course, I would love to say Eagles, but I'm not going to come here with my bias hat on, like I'm sure the 2 of you guys are. So,
hey, I really respect that, and I thought it was great analysis as to why the Eagles will not be that team, because I thought for sure that you were going to go with the Eagles, but that's a great point. Jaevon, how about you? Of those 6 remaining undefeated teams, who's going to be the last one standing?
For those people who are not keen to the Sacramento area, Casumas River College is a community college out here in the Sacramento area. So Kevin is referring to us playing against community colleges. I would like to put on my bias hat as well and say the Niners would be undefeated, the last undefeated team left. But I am worried about who our quarterback is going to be. Is Brock going to play? We have a lot of health concerns, and I get we do have a easier schedule on paper.
The easiest.
But if you look at our schedule, we play teams like the Colts, who are undefeated. We take the Bucks are another really good team. Our division is pretty solid, as Stats Over Politics would say. We have one of the better divisions in football on paper. So I wouldn't say the Niners would be the last remaining unbeaten team. I'm going to go a little bit left here and say the Chargers. I like the personnel that they have on the defensive side of the ball, alongside with, hey, Justin Herbert's really good at football, and he can throw the ball. Kind of last year, you saw them lean a little bit more on the run game, but I think this year they're letting Herbert cook a little bit, and you're seeing that he can win you games with his arm. I don't think anyone was a stranger to that. We all believed their talent was there. But at the same time, their defense, they had a little bit of deficiencies on the defensive side of the ball, and it showed a couple of years ago when they lost 63-10. So when you bring guys in like Jim Harbaugh, and he's notoriously known for coming to a team and just changing them literally their day and night on what their team looks like. And it takes him maybe like a year or so to get the personnel that he really wants, but right away you'll be able to see that they're a better team. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Chargers will probably be the last undefeated team left.
Okay. For a second, I thought I was still muted, and I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't. Kevin, you expected one of us 49ers fans to come on here and say that the 49ers will be the last remaining undefeated team. And you look ahead on the 49ers schedule. Over the next 3 weeks, the 49ers play 3 teams that have winning records, as they play the Jaguars, who are 2-1 next week. Then they play the Rams, who are 2-1, and they play the Buccaneers, who are 3-0. So at least by week 6, easy.
I didn't say that. That's what the NFL said. Don't get mad at me.
It's true. It's true. It's based on last season's records.
Don't shoot me.
But at least by week 6, either the 49ers or the Buccaneers are going to lose. And as Kevin said, the Buccaneers and the Eagles play, the Eagles and the Chargers play. So by process of elimination, the herd is going to be thinned out. I'm here to tell you it's going to be the 49ers, and it's because of that easy cakewalk schedule, like Kevin said. Like Kevin said, like all of us have said, the 49ers have the easiest strength of schedule in the NFL this season. If the 49ers can get through the next 3 weeks undefeated, then I think that they'll get to week 10 before they have their first loss. And week 10 is at home against the Rams. The first matchup against the Rams in week 5 is actually going to be on the road in LA on Thursday night.
Levi South, they call it.
Levi South. It could get kind of funky. And so if the 49ers can get through the next 3 weeks undefeated, even with Mac Jones as the quarterback, or maybe Brock Purdy's able to come back, no Nick Bosa, all I'm saying is if the 49ers, and I'm putting the asterisk on it, if the 49ers can get through the next 3 weeks undefeated, then they will be the last remaining undefeated team, because they'll get past the Bucs, who will suffer their first loss either against the 49ers or the Eagles. And then the 49ers, because after this 3-week stretch, the 49ers have the Falcons, sus. The Texans, extra sus. The Giants, dog shit. So if the 49ers can just get through the next 3 weeks, then Jaevon, they will get to week 10 at 9-0, hopefully, for all of us 49er fans.
Joke's on all of us. It's the Colts.
Right.
It's the Colts. They're going to be the last undefeated team.
Jaevon, I think you just nailed it there, because none of us expected the Colts to be 3-0 to this point, and yet here they are. Indiana Jones, as Gray Wolf was saying, we'll find out if Indiana Jones and the Colts are legit.